I got that was.
Hey, you picked the right coach.
34 years ago.
I was 2 years old. Well, see, I'm older than Dave, though.
Yeah, I know. Not much. Not much. We were talking about that on the way up, actually. Yeah, because I was telling him, I said, I still remember that one vivid memory I have, a couple of them actually, but coming down that tunnel and walking out for the first time, you're overwhelmed by the whole thing here, and it was just something, you had to take it in for a couple of seconds. The cool thing about it is once you start playing, just sort of everything just goes away. You're just playing a game of football again. But it was something I've always said, probably the highlight of my life as far as, from an athletic perspective goes, without question.
Yeah.
I can remember this too, that the old field used to be crowned.
Oh, badly.
And the turf, it was like they just laid carpet down on concrete. Yeah. So it was like when you got tackled and you fell on it, you definitely felt it. It's nothing like it is today.
Right.
And I remember being really, really sore from that after the games and stuff like that.
What do you tell the team for those? I mean, I know the other coaches talk about it, but I mean, you were here the very first year, and I mean, what for those kids who have not played, and obviously your guys here have had the experience of playing in the last couple of years, but for those who haven't, what do you?
It's funny. I almost religiously tell the same message to kids, whether it's here in the football field or in the classroom, about the memories that you make when you're a teenager, when you're in high school. I said those are the greatest times of your life, and I said you'll cherish them, and it's hard to really put into words how much they mean to you right now. I said, but as you get older and you think back, God, how I wish I could be, your age again. I try to tell them that message, that these are the times that you will remember most of your life, and you'll be so thankful that you had this opportunity. So, just appreciate what you have.
You played for San Filippo, and you were involved with Wally, right? As I don't know when you coached. Were you a volunteer assistant? Or
Yeah. So it's funny how I got involved. I was not teaching until years after I had started with him, because my brother-in-law Dave Curry, who coached with Wally for a lot of years, asked me if I wanted to help. They need someone to do the stats and stuff, and I didn't have a lot of time to give. I offered to do it, and I actually started coming in and running the weight room in the morning. It was a nice little thing to do, and then I got a chance to be involved. So, I had an opportunity to be around both coaches, and ironically too, Wally was Joe's assistant when I played. So I had coached, or I played for both of those guys back then, as well as Tom Phillips too, who was also our coach when I was in high school. So it's been nice, and I keep thinking back, God, how time flies, because here I am,
once again,
many years later.
But the difference between the philosophy of Joe and then Wally, and now fast forward to 2013, and it's like, wow,
the changes that have taken place over that period of time. I guess I'm fortunate enough to have lived through all of them, so I can speak with a lot of understanding of what has transpired. Because when Joe took over and he started, there was literally that 3 yards in a cloud of dust philosophy, where we would run plays, and it was not uncommon to run the same play 25 times in a game.
Yeah.
And I can remember it vividly happening. Then Coach Hucknall took over, and he changed some things up. Not much from Joe. We just went more to the power I, but it still was a smash mouth type philosophy. But I think what has happened now with Jamestown is that we've tried to capitalize and utilize what we have today versus maybe what we didn't have back then, and that's more of the athletic type of kid. And with the game changing, we have gone to that spread philosophy and trying to move the ball up and down the field as quick as possible. So that has definitely changed considerably.
And what are the